Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are diving into something that I believe most of you can relate: finding balance in the UAE while juggling work, marriage, and lifestyle. Whether you are an expat or a local, life here can be both exciting and overwhelming. So, let's talk about how to make it all work without losing yourself. I know it gets to a point that you don't even feel like taking your shower, you don't even feel like eating, you don't even feel like having breakfast, lunch, or dinner, which is all not okay. Living in the UAE means embracing a fast paced work environment. Trust me, most of us came here to seize better opportunities, and that means work life balance can sometimes take a backseat. But don't worry, here are some tips for balancing work stress. One thing I'll talk about first is to set boundaries. Do not let your work take all your time. You just have to allocate specific work hours and stick to them. Use your weekends wisely. On weekends, I just have to connect with family, friends, and then my relationship. That is what I like to do on weekends, and that includes going out and all sort of things. So doing this can just help you release the stress, and it's also a form of therapy for yourself. Try your best to stay organized. Organizing yourself and your time is very helpful. Me, for instance, when it comes to weekend, you would hardly see me cooking on weekends. Like, weekends is just for myself. Like, before, when I didn't know how to organize myself and my time, like, I used to be very stressful on weekends, like cooking, bringing friends over and all that. That is going to stress you out a lot. So you hardly see me cooking on weekends. I try to do most of my things during the weekdays, like my cleaning, my laundry, my cookings and all that. I do them during the weekdays. So my weekend, like my off day, my Friday, is uniquely for connecting with the people around me, the people I love. And I have no idea if this is just me. I feel like that is my way of taking care of myself and everything around me. The second thing I will talk about is marriage. This is for those of us who are here and are married, even if you are not married and you are in a relationship. Marriage is partnership, and I think relationship is like normal dating is also the same. And if you must know, living in the UAE comes with its own unique challenges for couples, trust me. With the busy work schedules, cultural differences, and adjusting with expat life, this is all like overwhelming to take. Here are some of the ways you can stay connected to or with your partner if you are here living in the UAE. I think one of my most common thing I always do is scheduling dates and outings. I feel like most of the time, most of the day, myself for instance, I do not live together with my husband. My husband is working a bit away from where I live, from where we live. He only comes home during weekends. Even if you're living with your partner, your husband or your boyfriend, like your partner, it is very difficult, like trying to balance life. So you it's mostly like going to work, coming home, eating and sleeping. During like free times, holidays and off days, I mostly try my best to let us go out and explore outside world. Like, we are always at home from work, we are at home and all that. So if only one day and we have to go explore, that's fine by me. So this thing is something that I mostly do. The next thing I will also talk about is communicating openly. You know, if you're not really careful, you would skip communicating. And this is mostly because we all go to work, we get busy. At least you talk to your partner on the phone at work, and when you come home, this social media tries to take all our attention. But do not forget to communicate with your partner. Ask about work, what happened at work, what is going on, about his friends and all that. Like, it's fun doing all these things, and it also helps you to communicate your feelings, your challenges and your wins, and you get to celebrate even if it's just something little. This is something that my husband often do. I don't know anything about cars. I do not ask him about work, and I do not have anything interesting to ask about his work. But from time to time, he keeps asking me how is business, how is work, how is customer, how is work, like how is it going. He tries to know whether my not my business, sorry, whether my work is like going on or moving on, like, you know. Of course, I'm working as sales, and if I'm not able to sell, how would the company go on? So he tries to know what is going on and all that. If there is any challenge somewhere, he tries to, especially if I'm sad or something, he will cheer me up and all that. He's supportive sometimes about these kind of things. But when I'm too busy, oh my god, that's a story for another day. One more thing I will recommend is sharing household chores. This one I am just recommending. To be honest with you, it doesn't work in my home. I have a husband who doesn't even know how to boil water. Even if he tries to boil water, there will be extra salt in there or it will get burnt. So this doesn't work in my home, but I know most people who do that, and I'm very much okay with that, like doing everything for myself by myself. Yeah. But I think balancing chores is something that is really helpful if you are like busy couple and all that. So you should try this out. Like balance, if there is cleaning, there is laundry, there is dishes. Maybe you let him do the laundry or do the dishes to help you out or something. If you have to come home and cook, okay, let him go do the grocery shopping or and all that to help you out. If you have to cook, he can just cut the onions, vegetables for you, so that the moment you get home, you continue, you just go straight to the kitchen and finish what you have to do. It's not bad asking your husband or your partner to defrost chicken from the freezer. It's completely okay. Last but not the least is living your best life. I mean, lifestyle. Aside work and relationship, marriage, and all that, there is definitely something that you love doing, something that you enjoy doing, and you don't have to trade that for any other thing. One of the best parts of living in the UAE is lifestyle, like endless events, world class entertainment, and diverse community. But honestly, it's easy to get caught up with all and neglect yourself. The first point here is to prioritize your health. You know, with the busy schedules, like most people have health issues, and most people are told not to eat this, not to eat that, but because you are too busy to cook or you're too busy to prepare what you have, what you actually have to take, you, instead of you going through the, you know, to do what you have to do, you just skip breakfast and you skip your medication because you are too busy, you skip workout, and these are all not good practices towards your health. So prioritize your health always. If there is something you have to do, I'm preaching this, but I'm actually not practicing what I'm preaching. If you look at me now, if you look at me, I am now almost 100 kilos, like almost 100 kilos, and I'm sitting here preaching you. Another thing I will tell you to do is to budget your finance. With so much to do in the UAE, it's very easy to overspend. So try to make a budget for fun and then stick to it no matter what. So overall, what I will tell you is balancing work, marriage, and lifestyle in the UAE is not easy at all, but it's definitely possible. With the right mindset and habits, you can thrive in it all. If you found this video helpful, thank you very much for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel.